Mel was trying to see if I snuck in, and I did sneak in. DJ is out today. She's not feeling well, so I had to do the announcements for her. So it took me a little bit to print them and come here and join y'all. Good morning. My name is Sahir Kul, and I'm currently serve as the president of the board of trustees of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Spartanburg. Thank you. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you who have joined us here and those who are joining us virtually. It is wonderful to be a part of a community where all are embraced and accepted just as they are. We are grateful for the inclusivity and warmth that defines our gathering. If it is your first time visiting us today, we are pleased to have you here. Please feel free to fill out a visitor's card and place it in the offering plate during the service. The visitor's cards are located in the pocket on the back of the chair in front of you. We would love to meet you and tell you more about our beloved congregation. There are many important announcements on the sheets titled Connect at the back of the bulletin this morning. Please open your bulletin and see all that you can be a part of. Here are a few highlights. Today is the third Sunday, which means coffee hour in the fellowship hall following the service. Please make your way after service for coffee, treats, and good conversation. Today is also Virginia's first Sunday as our new DRE. She spent time this week onboarding with Anne and getting her office situated. Virginia is so gifted, so qualified, and so full of exciting ideas. If you don't already know her, I encourage you to spend some time with her, getting to know her and asking her about her hopes and dreams for our children, their families, and our congregation. Save the date. On Saturday, October 5th, Skuja will be hosting the second UU Fall Festival in Columbia. We had a wonderful group attend last year. Let's have an even larger group, hopefully, this year. We'll share more information as it becomes available. May we all, in all parts of our life, strive to create a world of mutual thriving for every one of us. Thank you for being here today.
Good morning. My name is Mel Fritchie, and I will be serving as your worship associate this morning. I am so excited to be here this morning. We have, over the summer, it is our tradition in this church to allow our ministers some rest. Our minister is currently on sabbatical, and thankfully, our assistant minister is taking a break today. Over the summer, we use this opportunity to explore different topics with guest speakers and have different experiences. And I am so grateful for this place that allows us the time to explore and the time to play. We have been talking about play this month. We have practiced playing. We've heard about how play can be healing. And today we are actually going to put that into practice by experiencing a healing meditation. I am so delighted to welcome Kimberlie Hammond here with us today. She grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, where, as an 8-year-old child, she was diagnosed with ADHD. Her parents decided against medication and chose to teach her, to our benefit, meditation to help focus. This began her lifelong relationship with yoga and meditation. She moved from the Bay Area to Spartanburg with her husband and son in 2004 and began training in yoga as a teacher in 2015. In 2018, she began her training in Kundalini Yoga which is yoga that focuses much more on some of the spiritual practices. It was there that she was introduced to sound baths. I hope you've all brought your soap. No, your mats. She has never looked back as she tries to bring healing through sound to the world. I would like to especially welcome my yogi community friends who are joining us today as well. So we have some visitors coming into the space from the yoga community. You may recognize them because they are the ones with the mats. So for you folks that are visiting, let me explain that this is our usual regular Sunday morning church service. And we're going to go ahead and do some of our usual Sunday morning things that we cannot live without, like greeting one another and having our rippling bowl and doing a little bit of singing and sitting together. But after that, we are going to move into just sound bath, and we're hoping that the sound bath will take up the bulk of the service. When we finish our usual pieces, there's going to be a space for people, if you want to come forward and put your mats down on the floor, or if you're more comfortable in the back of the room, to put your mats down there. If you did not bring a mat and do not want to lie on the floor, I would encourage you to find some place to just sit well and really relax and take in this gift that she is offering us. I'm going to begin with our chalice lighting. We come together this morning to remind one another to rest for a moment on the forming edge of our lives, to resist the headlong tumble into the next moment until we claim for ourselves awareness and gratitude, taking the time to look into one another's faces and see their communion, the reflection of our own eyes. This house of laughter and silence, memory and hope is hallowed by our presence together.
Please join me in hymn number 4 in your gray hymnal.
In our ministry of care for one another, we hold space. We offer a time to bring our joys, our concerns, our hopes, our dreams, our sorrows, our fantasies here to this community and share with one another. At this time, we offer space at our rippling bowl, where, if you would like, you may come forward and drop a stone or a shell, I think that's all that's out there, into the water, knowing that the ripples across this community hold you in care. Thank you. I have spoken before about our religion not being one of orthodoxy or right thinking, but rather orthopraxis, right acting. We don't prescribe a certain way of believing here in this church. but we ask that we all become our best selves. That's what we do together. One of the ways that we remind ourselves of this promise is with the covenant that we have written that guides our actions. This covenant was written by our congregation, and it's a promise of how we attempt to be with one another. We may fall short, but every week we come back and we say it together, reminding ourselves of how we are trying to be. My yogi friends understand what practice is. That's what we do in this church. We practice. Please join me in reading the words of our covenant. With courage, we say, we are a people of faith and hope. Together, we covenant to strive to become our better selves, to honor both the critical mind and the generous heart, to prove that diversity need not mean divisiveness, and to respond to systems of violence and oppression with the power of a love beyond belief. We are a community of joy, and one of the things that we cannot miss in our service, some of us, is the greeting of one another. We come together in this community because this is the community that supports us and lifts us up in a world that is sometimes challenging. And so we take this brief time to greet one another, greeting the holy in our midst. Now, if you prefer not to be exuberantly greeted, please remain in your seat in meditation, and otherwise, please feel free to rise and greet one another, matching your greeting to what you feel from the other person. When Aaron begins playing, we will return to our seats. Wow, that was really pretty fast, y'all. We are a generous people. We support the work of our church and we support our community. We have a practice here of sharing our plate, where half of the loose offerings in the plate and all of your designated funds go to community partners doing the social justice work that we believe in. This month's Share the Plate is with Upstate Food Not Bombs. Thank you for gratefully giving your gifts.
Jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of cars and astral stars. And all the things I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All my past and futures. And we all went to heaven in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear and nothing to doubt. Jumped into the river. Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of stars and astral cars. All the things I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All my past and futures. And we all went to heaven in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear and nothing to doubt. There was nothing to fear and nothing to doubt. Ooh.
It is time for our sound bath. Yogis, anyone with a mat who would like to come up and make yourself comfortable up front, please do so. Kimberlie is going to bathe us in sound for the remainder of our service. We will ask that after the sound bath finishes, we maintain silence for a moment or two to let everyone really absorb the effects of the sound bath. And then we'll do, because we are creatures of habit, our usual closing song together. Yogis, you're welcome to just stay where you are at the end of the service as we do our closing song. And then Kimberlie has kindly said that she will stick around for a while if anyone wants to look at but not touch her beautiful instruments or take any pictures with them, or if they have any questions or anything. I encourage the rest of you who are remaining seated to find a very comfortable seat for yourself. we receive fragments of holiness, glimpses of eternity, brief moments of insight. Let us gather them up for the precious gifts that they are, and, renewed by their grace, move boldly into the unknown.